Okay, I think we're back. I think we fixed it. Hello everyone, it's Ricardo. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Yep. Don't know where I am, what I'm doing. Yeah, the sound certainly sounds better to me. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Right, mining. Mining's back on the cards, apparently. I need to reorientate myself here and see exactly where the triple hotspots are. I'm in the HIP 4351 system, planet 10. Let's just cut that out. Just take a look down at the rings and see what is happening. Where's all the hotspots, man? Where's it all gone? This is no good, is it? God, what's going on here? Right. Grief. Nothing is going right today. Nothing is going right today. Well, where's that gone? Oh, good grief. Let's just reassess ourselves, I think. Hello, is the sound okay for you? I hope it is. Did have some sound issues earlier on. Right. Okay. For some reason, I seem to have lost. I'm going to jump out of here. I'm actually where I want to be for mining. There just seems to be, I don't know what I'm not seeing today. I've had technical problems, microphone problems, YouTube problems, you name it, I've had problems. Hey, it's okay. We'll just reset ourselves and see where we go from there. Let's just jump out of the way, readjust our alignment to the planet, and then we can go back in and do a little bit of mining. Right, okay. So then, navigation. Look at all this. Low temperature hotspots, Alexandrite, you name it, it's here. Let's align ourselves with what we're doing. That's the planet that what we want. There's the hotspots. That's a double, I think. There's the triple hotspot, I think, over there. Right. Let's just adjust our orientation to the planet. Everything's been scanned. We've got a good double there, right, of Alexandrite. Not too shabby. And we're going to be looking at what's going on in particular with patch 4. What they fixed, you know, the low temperature diamond spots. Okay, and here we've got a nice triple there. Now, using O-level mathematics and what we did with Venn diagrams, we're going to get ourselves over there and we're going to see what we can get. Intersecting parts of the circle. I mean, I think there's one there, and it should be right in the middle. That sweet spot there is where we're going to head. So about here, I think. The new patch came out today, that's right. And we're going to go about one there, about here. So we're going to slow it down, head for a nice yellow strip. Get in, get down there. Let's do some boosting. Shields and engines. Some cheeky monkey there in an asp block. I think we'll take him out first. say some cheeky monkey, but you know, hey, whatever. Quite a few people knocking about. What's he doing? Okay, the deep villain gang. Who else we got? Keelback. We've got a few people going on here. Right. Let's head on over. Take out some of this clutter we've got. What's he doing? This Keelback. He's harmless. Just doing his mining. Going about his business. Let's do a bit of boosting. What's this all about? He's harmless. The eagle. So they're basically protecting him. Right, okay. Which leaves us with the deep villain gang. And this ass. Let's see if he challenges me. And if he is, I'm going to vaporize him. So let's fly on over that way. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to fire up your old mining cutter and get out there with me. I think it's a good idea. Right, so he's mining. Back off, pirate. I'm no pirate. I'm just me. Stop spewing out stuff. Let's take this guy out. Yeah. Boom. Thank you. Where's he gone? He hasn't blown up. He's still got 26 hull left. Oh, he's zoomed off, hasn't he? Dropping mines and everything. Or whatever he's dropping. He's doing a runner. He's running for it.
Warning. Temperature critical.
He's still running. Oh, look at that. Just missed out on that. What's he left? What's he left? He's left nothing. He's left nothing. Proximity mines and things like that. Anyway, let's get back on with it. Right. Pulse waves. And my prospector. So let's look at my hotspots. It's I don't know, aim for the middle one. And zoom in. It's nice being in this sort of area. It's a change from the old murky, dark and black. It makes Elite Dangerous a nice looking game, a beautiful looking game, you know. Especially with my lovely cutter. Now look, we got a couple of good hits over there. Let's see what this popcorn-like asteroid has got for us. So we're going to line up. Hopefully not hit anything. We'll hit rock. It's all the rocks. Full power to shields. Let's see what this thing's got for us. Not much by the look of it. Might have a little percentage of low temperature diamonds for us. What we got?
Prospector limpet engaged.
Absolutely nothing. Just start hitting some things at random. What about this thing I crashed into?
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
What's he got? No, crystals. This is rubbish, isn't it? Just gonna start firing some
Limpet drone.
limpets off. I got 460 odd of these things.
Prospector limpet engaged.
I can feel I'm in the wrong bloody place here.
Asteroid scan.
Let's get into the mix of things. Let's build the lasers. Let's get the laser in. What have we got? Anything? Anything worthwhile? Nothing. So I've got to come down in perhaps the worst spot for low temperature diamonds ever. Well, something's popped up. What's this? Yeah, iron or something like that. Ooh, tritium! Look at that! The tritium deposit. Unfortunately, I haven't got a abrasion blaster. I just don't think I have. Nope, subsurface displacement missile. Haven't got an abrasion blaster. Well, that was short-sighted of me, wasn't it? A little bit of carbon. Cool.
Cannot reply. Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone.
I'll have that. Right, let's line ourselves up and start doing things a bit serious, shall we? Right, we'll have that carbon. Always got a little bit of carbon. Okay. I just find myself really bored with Elite Dangerous lately. I don't know, you know, if everyone else is feeling the same, but I'm starting to feel a bit bored with it. Kind of like I want to see him play other games. What's coming out of this thing? Water. Or this. Just start firing off some limpets. Probably come out a bit short.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan.
Wouldn't be a bit surprised if I come out a bit short in regards to the sweet spot for this. This hotspot.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Oh, this is so rubbish. Do you know what? I'm going to come out here.
Asteroid scan complete. Cargo scoop retracted.
I come out and reassess it, I think.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's charge the frame shift drive.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
If you want to know what the code scheme is, on the channel, on the featured video, is the numbers for the HUD. If you're interested, they're there, and you can use the different tools, or I go through it in the video on how to change your HUD colours. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Oh, come on, it's so boring. Boring, boring, boring. I'm going to start doing some exploring in Elite Dangerous, I think. Because this mining thing is quite literally driving me up the wall. I hate mining. Right, so looking at that there, and that there, and that there, there's that circle going around there, that circle going around there, and that circle going around there. So it must be massively right in the middle. Let's try again. I reckon it's about there. Let's go to an exterior view. Zoom out a bit. Where are we thinking? There, there, there. Let's going to be a massive patch right in the middle of it, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. They do say never play on patch day. Right in the heart of one of those nice yellow rings there. You're going to slow it down. Slow, 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 slow. Slow. Slower than that. Right. Okay. Where's the planet? I always like to use the planet for orientation. There's the planet for orientation. So I think we'll head off that way, see what we can find. Straight off, it does look quite dense. Oh dear me, we're going to crash into something. Oh, that's the paint gone. Oh, at least we came to a rapid stop. Right then. You're spinning nicely.
Programming limpet drone.
Let's see if we got anything. Right, there we go. There's the limpet.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Right, well that's crap. That one's spinning nice as well. What about that one?
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
What have we got? Come on, just give us a sniff of something. Yay, 19%. What one's that one got? We're going to go over there, mine that. We're going to mine the hell out of that one. Yeah.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Where's my collector limpets?
Programming limpet.
Fire them off. Right.
Programming limpet drone.
We're in range. No, we're not. Yes, we are. We're in range. Let's mine, baby! Mine, baby, mine. Okay, limpets, do your thing. Yeah. Boring, innit? Get those mining lasers going.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid depleted.
Asteroid depleted. You know, the upkeep for these fleet carriers, I mean, I haven't played for 2 or 3 weeks, right? And
Programming limpet drone.
it's only about 9 million a week it's costing me. That's 9 million. Used to be an awful lot of gameplay you had to have for 9 million, right?
Prospector
Yeah, you're right,
limpet engaged.
Adam. You know, it's... People are saying, I'm going to go to Colonia in my fleet carrier, and they get there. What the bloody hell are you going to do once you're there? It's the same old stuff, isn't it? You know?
Programming limpet.
Same old Colonia. You just get there a bit quicker.
Prospector limpet failed.
But, you know, for new players, there are so many items that, you know, people can go and visit. You know, Thargoid bases, Commander Jameson's
Prospector
tomb.
limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Things like that, you know, things that you wouldn't generally know about if you haven't been playing the game for a while. And I think a lot of players are missing out on stuff like that because of mining. I don't know what you think about that, but I think, you know, because of mining, people are missing out on the richness of the game. I mean, the Thargoid set pieces and the Guardian set, ooh, 24% low temperature diamonds. Let's get ourselves over there. do a bit of mining.
Complete.
How are we doing on the fragments? Oh, good God. A lot of carbon and sulfur. Brilliant. So, alright then. We're going to go there. What was that one?
Prospector limpet engaged.
Limpet engaged. Rubbish with that one.
Asteroid scan.
That's a load of rubbish. How are we doing on collector limpets? Oh, it's apparently 3 doing their job. What I want is quicker limpets. I'm going to have to go and see the engineer. I know there's an engineer somewhere. What's going on here? What gives? They got everything. Why is that limpet just sat there? Is the hold full? No. Okay, whatever. Let's get ourselves over there and mine that to hell. So yeah, I think a lot of people are missing out on the fruits of Elite Dangerous, the exploration, going off to the Formidine Rift, all that malarkey, right? They really are missing out on things like that. The Thargoids, the Guardians, the Guardian blueprints. I mean, it is quite a wonder when you see it first, that first set piece. You know, and you activate the Guardian beacons, and then you get onto the Guardian planets, and that's all great. There's also mysteries around, you know, comms beacons and the Raxler mystery. Will we ever find it? Nobody knows. Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. But, you know, if people stop looking for it because everyone's so obsessed with mining, isn't the game less of a richer experience? Don't we think? I mean, I think. That's what I think. I think generally, you know, it could be less of an experience. And you're right, you know, you got to get out there, otherwise everyone's just going to lose their mind mining. Yeah, there's loads of money involved, and I don't know how much. I don't even know how much money I got in the bank. Got the carrier. 277 million there. I think if I go to the carrier management, oh, I got $1 billion up there, $1,042 million. See, my upkeep there is 9 million, and I'm pretty sure in the cargo hold, carrier services. God knows, I don't know. I've got quite a few low temperature diamonds there as well that I've been stashing away for a rainy day. Of course, till the ass falls out of low temperature diamonds, and then we're screwed, aren't we? Really? Okay, so sulfur. Looks like we got loads of that. Let's get back on to prospecting. Oh God, come on. Prospecting. Let's carry on this way. I mean, it might be good to go around and do a revisit, I think. Go back, do exploring, see what other tweaks have happened. See if they fix some of the set pieces around, like the Order of the Thargod, you know, and that Thargoid that originally, when it was released, kept crashing into the ground. I mean, that could have been a quick, easy Thargoid win, really. Rock up with the fleet carrier. I might post 3% low temperature diamonds. Tritium though, 24.72% everybody. Fancy a bit of tritium, me. Let's get ourselves over there, we're going to mine that. 24% tritium. 3.59 tritium there. Right. So while we're doing this, let's go through the patch notes then. So, they fixed an issue where surface deposits created after cracking a mother lode would flag themselves as depleted. Bummer. Couldn't even get mining right. It's not like everybody's doing it. And they fixed issues relating to diminishing returns for commodities in overlapping hotspots. Well, what's that mean, really? Diminishing returns for commodities in overlapping hotspots. That means your triple and your quadruple hotspots are not as lucrative as what they used to be. That's what that means. So we got a lot of tritium there. Look at that. Tritium, 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 tritium. Pick up that tritium. Collect the limpets. That's what I say. Where's the other prospector? Only 3.59% tritium there, but I'll take it. I'll take any tritium that I can get. 'Cause you never know when a cock-up like what's happened will affect you again. Well, that's right, yeah, the next big event. Let's talk about that. Right, the next big event. Just turned my light on in my room. Odyssey's coming, right? And I've said before, there's going to be character customization, and there's going to be a new helmet for you to wear, and there's going to be new guns, and a new look for your commander. And there's going to be all these other things that you can use to run around. And who knows, there's probably going to be engineers as well that are going to be out there that you can get your hands on to customize your character and your weapons. Because if there isn't on launch, then they're really missing a trick. Right? They're really going to miss a trick there. You want engineers to customize your rifles, and we saw the rifles in the Odyssey trailer. You know? Are we going to be able to run around our ships? Oh, some ships probably. Brilliant. What about all of them? Why not? The community is starting to do that already in advance to Odyssey, because they've got fed up of waiting. So I think they're going to miss a trick. So you're going to need a hell of a lot of credits. Plus, you don't know how long that's going to go. I mean, if people are burning through credits, and my fleet carrier isn't particularly flush with things, at 9 million a week, that's a lot of money. And some say, oh, well, you know, it's just like one session of mining. What are you moaning about? Yeah, but you want to keep that fleet carrier going, don't you? And if they're going to majorly change the dynamic, I don't know if they are or not. I mean, they may well do. Then what are we going to do? So money is everything. So I think Frontier have been damned if they do, damned if they don't. I think if they had before fleet carriers, they said, right, we're capping mining, you know, small load asteroids 10%, medium 20, high load 30, you would know where you stood. There wouldn't be so many fleet carriers. You know, they're like lampposts, right? They're like lampposts, and they're like Mini Coopers. They're everywhere. Everyone has got one. Alright, yes, I know I've got one, but I've been playing since the beta. Why shouldn't I have one? I've had my money. I've made the money legitimately, not through mining. I've got my fleet of ships, which is nice, and I like to have a fleet of ships. And when they release new ships, I also like to go out and buy one, and I do a review, and I put it on the channel. And that's what I do. So, you know, when you consider all that, why not? I'm not saying other people shouldn't have it, but with mining, you're finding relatively new commanders, after a week of picking the game up, are rocking around in anacondas. Yeah, you're right, Stomp. I hope we can, you know, explore our own ships too, you know, with the space legs and what have you. But, you know, multi-crew space legs, I don't know, who plays in multi-crew? Anyone? Be fair, I tend not to play in multi-crew, to be honest, but hey, you know, some people might, some people don't. There's always all these things, oh, you know, the turrets are broken, and people are taking the mick out of multi-crew, and oh, everyone moans about something, don't they? Right, it's always a bit of moaning. You just want to get in it. Ooh, 25% tritium. Don't mind if I do. 24% tritium. This is meant to be a low temperature diamond hotspot, and it is tritium-tastic, is what it is. Look at that. We are mining the tritium. Only got one Olympic going on, so this might take a while. Let's just go to be collectors. Well, he's gone. Is that what? Okay. I'll go and do that. I thought that one there was... Just check that prospector. Depleted. Okay, whatever. Let's get ourselves over there then. That's got 25% tritium in it. 25.57% actually. Okie dokie. Right. Mine it. Mine it. Let's get a different shot of the mining going on. There you are, look. For your viewing pleasure, everybody. Mining from inside the cockpit. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Now, I mean, I did buy Star Citizen as well, right? To have a go at. And I've got No Man's Sky. Haven't played No Man's Sky for over a year. Not interested. Couldn't be less interested. I don't know why. I just think my gaming time is very precious. I like the polish of this. Yes, you know, it's not without its faults, Elite Dangerous, and no game is without its faults. Like a bit of Battlestar Galactica too. As you know. But to be honest, it's the sort of game, despite what people say and all the moaning, and you hear all the content creators moaning about it, it's the game you keep coming back to. It's got real playability, and if you could bottle that, you know, you'd be quite happy. Thanks very much for the one person who doesn't like my stream. Well, you all know what you can do. The people who do like it, thank you very much. Like and subscribe. I never usually do these live streams, especially on patch day anyway. But I've got a bit of time. I thought, why not? Why not? Why not indeed? It's not really a huge patch, is it really? It fixes a lot of problems, right? Which is great. Well, addresses a lot of problems. Talking of which, so crashes and stability. They fixed an issue where loading into an instance in a system with a large amount of fleet carriers would cause very long load times, potentially long enough to cause a disconnect. People on the consoles had this, Xbox and PlayStation, and typically, let's go down to our system map. There was meant to be 16 fleet carriers per orbiting body, right? Now, how many's there? Now, I'm no mathematician. There's more than 16. Look at that. I don't know how many that is. Look at this. We got all that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 there. So there's about 32, 40 there. And down here, well, God, I'm not counting them. I'm not a sad case, right? But if they fixed it and our console brethren are happy, do you know what? I'm happy. Because people like watching videos of the game, people get enjoyment out of the game. You know, it gives Frontier the impetus to develop more things within the game. But I do think we need things like more about the INRA mystery. I think we need more about that. We need more to do with the Thargoids. Yeah, you're right, it's like the M25. M25 on Christmas Eve. That's what it's looking like. But you know what? This sort of mystery requires writers, and it requires a dev team to do this, and if they're all focused on Odyssey and the Odyssey missions, then this mystery and lore, which is so thick within Elite Dangerous, or has the potential of being so thick within Elite Dangerous, is going to go lacking. Which is why I think perhaps there could be the option to go to the community to develop stories that can be put in game. I mean, all the artifacts of stuff there, they got the Thargoid bases and stuff like that. What about doing a raid on a Thargoid base? Wouldn't that be cool? They just sat there, innit? Right? We got the weapons that will destroy Thargoids, but the bases are impervious to anything. Yet the Thargoids can destroy or severely damage our megaships, not our fleet carriers, our megaships. And they can also destroy, you know, or severely damage the space stations. Yet we rock up to their bases, and what can we do? Well, we can nick all their batteries and their, you know, Thargoid car bases and all the rest of it. We can roam about in our little trucks and our SRVs around their base, and that's it. That's all we can do. It's a bit of a damp squib, isn't it? So with all the artifacts there, it wouldn't take much to program in a few, I think, community-led stories from a select few. Develop your story, put it under NDA, submit it. If it gets put in, great. You know, then you're actually part of gaming history. I think that would be a damn good idea. Yeah, FDeb seeming interested. Not surprised. You know, Drew is a great writer. Some of the other guys as well have written some stuff. And it would really bring a little bit of extra life to the game. Wouldn't take much to poke in there. Whether there's a legal aspect to this or not, you know, I really don't know. There might well be. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. Boy! Low temperature diamonds. No, it's only 4%. But it's better than this. We're here to make some money. But that's right, you know, it's one of those things where the Raxler thing. Well, is there a plan for this? We know it's out there somewhere. How out there is it? Everyone says, oh, you got to go on a rite of passage. Righto. I think if someone found it, it'd all be over YouTube, wouldn't it? Right? It'd all be over YouTube. It would be absolutely everywhere. And it isn't. Frontier have said people have jumped into the system, honked the old horn, and then gone about their business. Bummer. If only they knew. And it's a, you know, there's a station orbiting the 8th moon, or something like that. That's what that's all about. Okay, so that's depleted. Moving on, or prospecting onwards. It's prospectors away. Fire. Is it? Right, let's go. That's one there. Well, that one there. That looks ominous sort of rock, doesn't it? I think the community would be really good with that. I mean, there was a storyline that I followed, which I thought was really going to lead to something, and it was called the League of Reparation. And the League of Reparation basically were targeting all the people attached to Jameson's ancestors, so Laurie Jameson, the engineer, and also, you know, all the Admiralty that were attached to it and scientists. And you go through the INRA missions, and there's about 10 INRA bases. That's on the channel, look it up. They tend to hit all the ancestors of those people involved in the original Thargoid War. Brilliant! I thought, this is coming into something. This is going to be great. There's going to be some more bases and everything. Was there hellers like? All you got at the end of that was a mission patch. Honestly, it was like I spent like 10 weeks covering this with news reports and everything, and a mission patch. At least with the Golconda, that actually resulted in an in-game artifact that that you can still go today, and it's affiliated with the Federation, if I remember rightly. I think I had the patch for that one. I don't normally do those things as well. But I think they were finding, you know, if it was a good story and written by a good writer with a little bit of context, I'm sure it wouldn't take much for people to get involved. But do it in a way, not like the Salome thing that, you know, all the gankers went and destroyed. Make it a rite of passage which people have to go through, and make it lengthy so you can't just do it in a day. You can do it in a couple of weeks. Things like time activated. That would be something. I think that'd be really good. So it's 18% tritium here. Let's mine that tritium, baby. Yeah. Ooh. Rhenium. Iron and carbon. It's all good stuff, isn't it? Let's continue our prospecting. Nice rock there. Fire. Evening all. So Chris Mike, you're a newbie, is that true? What's changed with mining? Is it cores or just surface? Well, I think they basically just rebalanced it. We're going through the patch notes now. I was just talking about the amount of carriers that were around a celestial body crashes and fixes. Around fleet carriers, however, they fixed an issue which has stopped fighters being restocked from a fleet carrier. Always handy. They fixed a number of issues related to fleet carrier positioning, better enforcement of the 16 carrier limit per body. Yeah, and I'll draw your attention to this. There's more than 16 there, isn't it? That. So, I don't know. They've done some further work to ensure carriers are positioned away from other nearby body sites, such as other fleet carriers. Yeah, actually don't want it, like you say, looking like the M25 on Christmas Eve. So, mining. Right, okay, mining. The issue which allowed the launching of a fighter to restore subsurface deposits on asteroids was fixed. A bug with material distribution in overlapping hotspots was fixed, and hotspots themselves were rebalanced. They also say one of the most noted points of feedback we've seen so far is the rarity of tritium. Well, I've just mined an absolute ton of it. And I've only been on here, you know, a bit. Not really paying much attention to what I'm doing. Got 12 tons of it. I'm not even trying. You know, I'm too busy talking. You know, it says here, the console players, a small update will take place, ready for other updates and fixes. Okay, cool. Brilliant. Good stuff. Good on you. There's more fixes coming for you console boys and girls. What other stuff have they fixed? Yeah. Right. When opening the fleet carrier naming pop-up in the livery, an additional unwanted character will be added to the start and end of the name. These characters will need to be manually deleted to prevent them being included. Woo. Well, there you have it. A little bit of extra typing. There you go. A little bit of extra typing there as well. Right, onto the task at hand. Tritium over there. Let's get us all my collector limpets have run off. What about this? Fire Respector at that.
Prospector limpet failed.
I want that 22% tritium down there as well.
Prospector limpet
What was that other
engaged.
one? Oh, it's tritium as well. Only 5%. Oh my god. It's hardly worth getting out of bed for. I'm going to crash into that. Yeah, so I've had some good asteroids. 25, 24%. A couple of rubbish ones, you know, 5 like. That sort of thing. So with fleet carriers as well, An issue with partially installed services has been fixed. Previously, these services were not accounted for in the fleet carrier capacity, meaning this fix may result in some fleet carriers going beyond maximum capacity. Affected players may notice, in addition to being overfilled, their fleet carriers now have a crew name member called Fred Bloggs. Well, there's imaginative, isn't it? While he's a hard-working crew member, fleet carrier owners who do not want to keep Fred Bloggs may replace him as you would want any crew member when the fleet carrier is in an administration system. So, we have a Fred Bloggs. Let's collect all that stuff, shall we?
Programming limpet drone.
Also, the capacity of overfilled fleet carriers will display as full at 25,000 units. Used capacity can be reduced by removing cargo from the cargo bay and installing services or cancelling reducing purchase orders. This can be done to ensure your fleet carrier is not overfilled. Until this is done, purchase orders set in the market management interface may not work correctly. Oh my god. Commanders selling commodities to a fleet carrier which is over capacity will receive a transaction cancelled message. Commodity no longer required. There you have it. That's the patch issues sorted out. Where's my other rock of tritium? Oh, I went past that then, didn't I? Yeah, respect. We're going to go over there now. How much are you picking up? Tritium, 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 tritium. That's going to be something poor. But you know, we're gonna get some materials and see how it goes. Oh, the sound of the cutter. Oh yeah, it is pretty good. It's what you get for a, God knows how much it costs, 200 million credit ship, and then all the other stuff that you put on it. Right, I think we can sneak over there while the rest of my limpets do their picking up thing, so I can mine some more. 22% tritium, yeah?
Asteroid scan complete.
Yes, folks, there you have it, the cutter with its chromium paint job. Does look lovely, doesn't it? Right, bits of tritium everywhere. Come on, come on.
Asteroid depleted.
Asteroid depleted. Right. That's quite close. Have I done that one? Probably done that. Head's not in the game today. Low temperature diamonds there, fellas. Only 11% mind, but hey, what can you do? Money's money's money. Money is money. Let's mine it up. So yeah, I'm sure there are going to be some problems. Whenever they put a fix out, there's going to be something that goes all bloody wrong, doesn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. Here's something else they fixed. Avatars. You know them. The useless things until Odyssey comes out. A bug which affected the way the hair options were selected for dark-skinned characters was fixed. Well, okay. What's next? The early game experience. An incorrect destination given in the first mission was fixed. Come on! The first mission, if that's going to put somebody off. It in the first mission, that's ridiculous. You know? Don't you think? Let's fire some more prospectors off. I think we've got 3 collectors still going. And also arcs. An issue which prevented feature items in the store from being selected was fixed. Oh yeah, because that's your in-game currency, baby. You gotta get that fixed. Trading. Fixed the problem with low temperature diamond commodity not decreasing its demand level as players sell commodity units to a market that demands it when the faction controlling that market has any state active in that star system. I bet people rinsed that. But they absolutely rinsed it. I mean, this patch was meant to be here a week ago. And there were problems they found out in their own testing that resulted in them delaying it until today, which is the 3rd of August. I was all ready. I had 20% tritium. We'll have a bit of that. I was all ready to put a video out last week in advance. No dice. They cancelled it at the 11th hour. And you can understand why. Everyone wants them to have a good experience when playing the game, you know? Yeah, you're right. Tritium's everywhere. I have found very little low temperature diamonds in the spot where I'm at. Right? So yeah, I'm with you there.
Prospector limpet engaged.
So, you watch this one, I'll have low temperature diamonds. No, it hasn't. Tritium, like you say, absolutely everywhere, which is great, right? Because tritium. But money and low temperature diamonds, again, that's what we want. But you can always go, you know, deep core mining, I suppose. That's what it's all about. Got some low temperature diamonds here, but not many. Look, you know, got to pick them up when you see them. Right. Look, 9 tons of it. Woo. Tritium, quite literally everywhere. Okay, so once all these limpets get their act together, I will move off and then start prospecting others. In fact, I've got my eye on that. I can start firing off limpets now to see what's going on.
Prospector limpet failed.
And that one there.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
So let's have a look at, keep an eye on that one. That one there has got tritium in it. Nothing there. What about this one? Should be nearly there. Nothing there. What about this one?
Engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Come on.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Oh yeah, you know, low temperature diamonds, eh?
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector
Oh,
limpet
5.6%.
Programming limpet.
We'll head over there. We'll mine that tritium out.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
But yeah, I'm getting bored with mining. I think it's going to be time to get out there and
Engaged.
do something less boring instead.
Asteroid scan.
I think. I mean, you can make many. It's not all about low temperature diamonds, right? Panite, Alexandrite, void opals, loads of things like that you can do. That's not an option for some people. They want the big money really quickly. Well, you know, I mean, low temperature diamonds. Everyone's saying it's back on. You know, it could be. I'm like you. There's tritium everywhere. Haven't found many. Ah, 5%. But I could just be in the wrong area. But anyway, there you have it. Only a short stream, a little bit of time tonight. I think I'll sign off now. Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for being part of the stream. Really appreciate that. Perhaps I'll do some more streaming, and live streaming as well over the coming weeks. Relieves the boredom, saves watching Netflix all the time. I think I've done Netflix in my house. Either way, thanks for watching. I've been Ricardo. Check out the channel, like and subscribe. Be safe out there, and I'll see you soon.